cocktail incidents targeting churches in Queens. Graham Plattner maintaining his innocence.
The things that have been claimed did not happen.
But still, the Democratic Senate candidate from Maine has dropped out of the race. America's new favorite online pastime.
It looks like we're popping a pimple.
Yeah, you heard that right. World Cup fans begging.
We need more jerseys, please. I'll do anything, please.
Prayers answered. We'll explain. In sports, Mets won, Yanks lost. AccuWeather, mixed clouds and sun. Not too bad now. Later, though, maybe a heavy thunderstorm. The high 84 today. When's news time? 9:21. Let's head back to Karen Stewart and get you where you need to go.
We got this little problem on the east side. A northbound FDR Drive at 57th Street has an accident. There are some jams into the area. It's nothing major. And by the way, that construction at 96th Street, they cleared it. I'm surprised it's gone, but it is, and that's better for us. 43rd Street, meanwhile, here in the city is closed between 2nd and 3rd Avenue. As you know, from listening to 1010 Winds, we've had issues with an unstable high-rise over the last couple of days. That's why this closure is still in effect, and that's for cars and for pedestrians. Over at the Hudson Rivers, we check what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. 15 minutes into George from everywhere. Outbound George, 35 minutes. But the crash on the upper level's gone. Inbound Lincoln, inbound Helen, 45. McCarter Highway in Jersey. Northbound 21 though. You'll get a collision. The right lane is blocked. Take Broad Street to check Focus General Island. The 44th Treasure Bay Expressway with a crash in the HOV and Hudson. Yes, we've got slow traffic. Take the left instead. Sponsored by Belmont Park Village. Karen Stewart, 1010 Winds at 92.3 FM.
Spend your day at Belmont Park Village. The new luxury outlet right next to UBS Arena off the Crossing Parkway. Lululemon and Valentino up to 65% off. Long Island's best kept shopping secret is Belmont Park Village, the new luxury outlet.
Already in lower Manhattan today as work finally begins on 2 World Trade Center. This comes just 2 months before the 25th anniversary of the September 11th terror attacks. This will be a 55-story tower that City Controller Mark Levine tells 1010 Winds has been a long time coming.
Site number 2 has gone through multiple iterations of promised and planned projects which have fallen apart. I don't know if there's ever been a property like this which has had so many near misses. And here we are finally celebrating the groundbreaking of this critical new tower.
It will serve as the headquarters for American Express and will accommodate some 10,000 employees. Completion expected in 5 years. Some evacuation orders are still in place, but the frozen zone east of Grand Central, that has been lifted now. That's after the buildings department declared 235 East 42nd stable as crews continue to install temporary supports. Columns inside the building started buckling, you'll remember, earlier this week. That prompted serious concern about a possible partial collapse. Here's the mayor.
As soon as this emergency work is concluded, DOB is going to be conducting a rigorous assessment and ensuring that the plans and the site...
Не мешай мне слушать радио. Я говорю 5 минут. Дай радио послушать, и я пойду. Не доставай. Не доставай меня.
By those who built the original structure, he says. The buildings department says it is investigating. A suspect now in custody in 2 Molotov cocktail incidents in 2 churches in Queens.
The first incident overnight, a Molotov cocktail being tossed over the fence and right at the front doors of the Iglesia Bautista El Masias Baptist Church, which is on 75th Street in Ozone Park. Now, cops in the 102nd Precinct are saying that device bounced off the door, no damage to the building, and hit the floor and did ignite. The FDNY had to respond and put out that fire. The 36-year-old suspect, they say, was captured after a second incident, which happened moments later. The same guy tossing another Molotov cocktail at the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witness, which is on 78th Street, not far away in Woodhaven. As we await the identification of this man and what charges he will face, police are trying to figure out why he did it. Glenn Shuck, 1010 Winds, 92.3 FM.
Today marking another milestone in our nation's founding. It was 250 years ago that the statue in New York City of King George III came tumbling down. And today,
We're going to do it again.
We're gonna rip it down?
Yeah, the New York Historical Society doing a ceremonial wrecking of a nearly 10-foot-tall replica. It, though, is filled with 42,000 Hershey Kisses. Chief Content Officer Ken Wine tells 1010 Wins that will symbolize the roughly 42,000 bullets made after the pieces of the original statue were melted down.
We want people to appreciate what that moment was like in July 9, 1776. That is, these were just a group of people in New York City who wanted their freedom.
Separately, at the Museum of the City of New York, they will bring down a virtual statue of the late king. Let's get Bloomberg Money Watch from Dan Schwartzman.
Susan, Goldman Sachs warning that a recovery of Middle Eastern oil supplies could be set back if renewed tensions disrupt shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. Analysts say Persian Gulf crude production in June was still about 10.5 million barrels a day below pre-war levels. Ship traffic through the strait has once again almost halted after the U.S. and Iran traded attacks for a second day following strikes on shipping in the waterway. Looking at the futures right now, markets open in 4 minutes. Dow's up 60 points, S&P's up 17 points, Nasdaq, that's up 274 points. I'm Dan Schwartzman, Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
New Jersey's got a lot of summer wow. We got your under the sun wows. Your this is too much fun wows. Your that wine was sublime wows. And your one more time wows. So come see what your wow's gonna be. New Jersey, it's one summer wow after another after another. Find your wow at visitnj.org. New Jersey, little state, lot of wow. Wow.
Hey guys, Scott Stanford here. Time for a summer spruce-up. Call my friends at CertaPro Painters. They work fast, clean, and professional. I know this because I'm a customer. Don't put off a painting project. Give them a call at 1-800-GO-CERTA. That's CERTA with a C, and you'll see exactly what I mean. 1-800-GO-CERTA. Call CertaPro Painters today. Get a no-nonsense free estimate on a professional job that you'll be happy with for years to come. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. Here's a harsh fact. 40% of adults, both men and women, suffer from varicose or spider veins. And this is not just a cosmetic problem. If left untreated, varicose veins can lead to severe swelling, cramping, heavy bleeding, the inability to stand or walk, neuropathy, permanent paralysis, and worst case, blood clots, which can be life-threatening. But here's the good news. USA Vein Clinics offer plans that treat and cure the condition, not just cover up the problem. And the procedure is fast and simple. Grab your phone, take down this number, and call 800-809-7989. That's 800-809-7989. When you call, you'll get free information on how you can live your life to the fullest again. Walk, exercise, sleep well. Your varicose vein problems will not go away on their own. Call USA Vein Clinics today for free information on fast and easy solutions covered by most insurance, including Medicare. Call 800-809-7989. That's 800-809-7989. Call 800-809-7989 today.
Take the guesswork out of cooking, folks. The Chef IQ Sense is a must-have wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or over cooking chicken, fish, or steak. Order the newly released third-generation Chef IQ Sense at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group. And I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney, I apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. After 15 years and over 50,000 cancellations, I can tell you with confidence, we know how to get you out of your timeshare. Call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit guide absolutely free with all your options for cancellation. Attorneys, this was meant to be funny, so please don't sue me, especially my friend Kenneth from Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-856-4300. That's 800-856-4300. 800-856-4300.
Now this message, Riverside Memorial Chapel for generations, a symbol of Jewish tradition and uncompromising quality. Wednesday News Time, 9:30.
There's the opening bell on Wall Street. S&P futures were up 18 points, and right now Dow Industrials are up 94 points. I'm Dan Schwartzman, Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
And a very good morning. Welcome to Thursday. I'm Scott Stanford. It seemed like it was only a matter of time, right? But Maine Democratic Senate candidate Graham Plattner now out of the race. Plattner denies any allegations of sexual assault, but he is taking his name off the ballot.
As he announced his intent to depart from the race, the embattled candidate insisted the allegations against him aren't true.
This is awful.
Threatened a ceasefire, but today's appeared bigger all around. Sirens sounded at least 3 times in Bahrain. Missiles targeted Kuwait and Qatar. The strikes came hours after President
Help to get started. That's cnycn.org/get help. To get started, call the Center for New York City Neighborhoods at 1-855-HOME-456. That's 1-855-HOME-456.